Welcome. Hello. This is Purple and Gold Mines. We're recording a couple of days after, but the Lakers won game six. Now, I'm not going to recap this alone. We are a team. This is the Purple and Gold Mines. Again, I'm with the Blunted One, Allen, KB, Rebel No Face, Born, Zen, whoever you want to call him. And honestly, man, like I'm pumped. I'm excited. The Lakers punched their ticket to round two. We actually had one heck of a blowout, not by 10, not by 20, and not by 30, but 40. What's funny is like the last time I heard 40, kind of reminded me of who. Who said 40 in the series? Like somebody said 40. I wonder. I wonder. Anyway, regardless, it starts with a D and initials DB. But anyway, we'll leave it to the comments below. But yeah, the Grizzlies got 40 piece by the Lakers. Masterclass. Yeah,
The Grizzlies made history that night.
yeah. I mean, bro, even the bench unit was producing. But honestly, at the time that you're watching this video, couple of days have passed, so we're gonna keep it short. But honestly, that was an amazing win. We haven't seen that. We haven't seen that type of deal. Like that's regardless. But let's go around the room. What do you think, Alan? And we can go and just go around the room. What do you think, Alan? What do you think about that win and that series?
I've said it before in our playback, or was it play? I don't know if it was playback, but I said it to you guys before. I think
it's a cheap plug, right?
Yeah. I really think that was a statement game to kind of put the rest of the like the teams that are in the Western Conference Finals or the Western Conference, and kind of just put the teams on notice, like, hey, like we're here, we're not fucking around, and you can get piece by 40 by us if we really wanted to. Grizzlies are probably one of the toughest defenders that were out there in the playoffs right now on the Western Conference side. So for us to dominate and decimate, like they said in ESPN, we decimated them. Like this shit's crazy, man. Like I don't know. I think it's just a statement game. I really think it was a statement game.
I don't disagree. It was exactly a statement game. KB man, what's your take? Do you disagree with that? Do you want to add more sprinkles to it?
Let's add more sprinkles. I agree. And man, it just ain't fun when the rapper got the gun, ain't it? So yeah, 1 by 40, 40 piece them in the game six. That's a good way to send those young cats home. More power to Ja for playing through injury, like we did discuss. That was a brutal
Yep.
fall on his wrist. I thought it was broken or he tore something. But I wouldn't be surprised if something came out till he did tear something. He just powered through. So hell of a series for them to make it competitive at least. But Lakers in six, like we always said.
Lakers in six. Yes, I agree. Again, if you've seen a couple of videos, normally there's the context king. He's not here right now. Unfortunately, he can't show his face. He did guarantee the last game. He guaranteed a sweep, but unfortunately, that did not happen. And I think he had a bet with somebody in this room, and it did not go well. So yeah, but anyway, we got the W. So again, the Lakers not only surpassed the Memphis, but they also surpassed King's Curse. So anyway, Zen,
Hey.
what do you think, man?
Hey, you know what? Look, this was game 88 of the 2022-23 season. All right, game 88,
Yeah,
if you include the regular season. And we know we started off 0-5, 2-10. AD had his monster stretch like in December, went down with the injury. LeBron, that end of December, early January, he went on a monster stretch. But for game 88 of this season, that was their best game that they've played so far. If you want to, I'm talking about from a full balance, top to bottom for the entire roster. If you want to talk about margin of victory, our biggest margin of victory this season, I believe, was against San Antonio. That's the team that fighting for the number one draft pick to get Wembyama. But for us to have our best game in the season, and it happened to be a closeout game against the number 2 seed, that's what speaks volumes to me. Screw all the shit. You know, um, for us to have the best game of the season against one of the best defensive teams, like Alan said, it speaks volumes. It's one of those things that, yeah, it's a statement game, but it also shows that when we're clicking on all cylinders, we're a dangerous team. And yeah, the impact, um, the impact that we had. I love that our two main guys sat out most of the second of the fourth quarter. This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted, and most teams, for us to be playing our best basketball in the playoffs, yo, here we come.
Agreed. Second. I agree. We are clicking at the right time. We are healthy at the right time. It's if I'm being honest, and I was blown away. Like that game was spectacular. Probably one of the killer shots I think was that alley oop Dennis to AD. That was so like I had to rewatch that like 10 to 15 times just because I wanted to see the reaction of Dennis and D'Lo pointing at Triple J. Like that was like, that was
Tony,
crazy.
That's the taste of revenge because when JJJ did that on AD, all you see Jaw is like. So as soon as that happened, you see Dennis Schroeder and D'Lo do the same thing because like don't think we forgot when you did that to AD.
Yeah.
So that was a bittersweet moment because one, that's an iconic picture to have on your profile pic.
Of course.
And two, JJJ, Defensive Player of the Year, makes it even better.
Agreed. And also to the point, like, and I think Zen was saying it, like, we need to do a GoFundMe or we need to petition Genie Bus to give season tickets to the entire playoffs to one named Kyrie Irving because
Shalom.
Yeah. Bro, like I've never seen D'Lo. I never seen this version of D'Lo. Like we were advocating for this. Like we were like, hey, we need this D'Lo. Like we need this version of D'Lo. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, we never got it, except for this game where he was because it wasn't only the jumpers, it wasn't only the 3-point shots, it was everything. The assists, it was
decision making,
the penetration, pause, and just the rim pressure, like just the aggressive, like he was aggressive, not looking to pass, not looking to be just like in the corner, like hey. Yay, we're winning. Yay, Mikey. Like he was acting like, yeah, he did good. He that game, I just put that game in my veins. That's all I'm gonna say. That's like put that in my veins. But anyway, we won the series. The biggest takeaway is, and I'll start here just to say is AD may not be the offensive juggernaut that he once was, but he's shown flashes of it. And maybe the matchup with Memphis made it more harder. But at the same time, the defensive side of it, like it's just he had 5 blocks in this game. I think he averaged for the series like 3 to 4 blocks, which is insane. Like he is a defensive monster, if not. And I think, quote unquote, even people were saying like that's probably the most defense. Like that game, not only like that last game was not only on offense because we blew them out. It was on defense because we were locking everybody up. Like Triple J couldn't do anything. John Moran couldn't do anything. Like it was crazy. And
Yep,
for the
telling you.
yeah,
And I was just gonna say, just to add on top of that,
yeah,
when
yeah.
I say it was a block party, our team in general had 15 blocks for the game. 15.
Yeah.
It was a
15
block party.
15 versus 2, bro.
I
I
think there's
mean,
a stat that we were since the deadline we were the number one defense.
Yes, we were. Yes, we are.
maybe that's yeah. I think that's true. I mean, when it comes to defense, like that's just like we've been on the top. I will say though, like the one thing that concerns me was always Darvin Ham, and
Mhm.
I've been on Twitter saying that he's a great coach, and I still believe that there is a great coach in him. Like I still believe that there is, like you are not 11-year assistant coach for nothing. Like you are not highly regarded by everybody for nothing. So I know that we as fans kind of like to critique him, but at the same time, like let's be honest, like for a rookie head coach, I give him his props for this game, and I give him his props for the series because he did game plan well. Like could he have used Bamba? Could he have you? I agree with everybody that says, of course, I understand that, but at the same time, like we got the result, and right now we're in a season where the process to get to the result, like as long as we get the W, and in this case, we got the series. If we could have gone game two, probably could have ended it in four. But hey, it is what it is. We got the W. Um, any final thoughts, man? Um,
You you know what? I gotta give my props. Hey, this is gonna sound blasphemous coming from me.
oh,
I gotta give my props to the AD because look,
oh my God!
when
Hmm.
we were
What?
The biggest
look,
AD
I
critic is
know,
right here, right here.
I
Sheesh.
know.
What?
Look, here's the
What is
Yeah, I'm
thing.
going on
surprised.
here? Hold on, hold on.
Surprised.
Everyone pinch themselves.
Everyone pinched themselves.
Oh, I'm pinching
Look,
myself.
Oh yeah,
now,
I'm not dreaming.
No.
so
Hmm.
here's the thing. The other look yesterday when we were watching what is it, the Suns and the Nuggets game on playback, I asked a question. I said, look, AD scored 16 points in game six. He scored 31 points, or no, was it 31 points in game four? Or was it no game five in Memphis, game five in Memphis. I said he scored 31 and 19, and I said, hey, did those 16 points he scored in game six did it seem more impactful? And the general consensus was yes. Those 16 points stood out to me more than that 31. It came I the way I
Hmm.
looked at him in game six, yes, he did everything on defense. On offense, he shot the ball. He went 6 for 9. Okay, so he didn't shoot the ball that much, but the buckets that he made were timely. When he was setting screens with D'Lo, he was he wasn't just looking for a jumper. He was charging. He was like cutting to the hoop aggressively. Even the shots were timely, especially that alley oop. That alley oop was demoralizing, not just for the picture and the optics, but just how it was such a momentum shift. It was a nail in the coffin. It energized the crowd. So he had, even with only taking 9 shots, even with only scoring 16 points, they were impactful. It wasn't, a 31 points that you're like, hey, did he really score that much? It wasn't a whole bunch of putbacks, empty calories. Because look, yes, we know there's 2 point shots, there's 3 point shots, but not every shot is built the same. Okay, when you're putting nails in the coffin, when you're killing momentum, when you're setting a message that you can't stop me. That's AD played that top five player that we traded for. 4 seasons ago, that's the AD. That's who was on the court in game 6. AD played like a top 5 player in this league. Not a top 5 two-way player, not a top 5 big man. He played like a top 5 player in the NBA in game 6. And guess what? He did it by scoring only 16 points. So his impact tremendous. Can't give him a better compliment. So there you go, folks.
Yeah, it's a rare sighting to see Zen talking positively of AD. So I'm gonna go with a negative. He better have a drive. Like he better like again the GoFundMe is still I think is still live in Purple and
Yes,
Gold
it
Mines.
is.
So
Mhm.
again, I would like him to have that kind of mortar and that kind of aggression consistently because that is one of the critiques that we've seen him through his Laker tenure. It's like there's moments where he's just ball watching, not putting the effort. And honestly, that was great to watch Game 6. Please repeat it. And before we close this out, are you confident in the next series? We at this time kind of know, but I just want to get the last feel. Like, did this series make you more confident for the next one?
I'll say yes, it
I'm
did.
confident.
Yeah, I think it did because I think defensive wise, I think Memphis was probably the toughest team in the West because since we're still in the Western Conference playing right now. Um, yeah, I think that was the toughest team we're gonna actually play against and how they did their coverages and the switches and playing against people that can actually play some defense. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, Alan,
I'm
you agree
confident.
with that? Yeah.
I'm confident that we can. I'm not gonna say a sweep because you're playing against a battle tested team already.
Yeah.
But I think we can close it out in 6.
Okay. All
I think
right.
we. I. And this is gonna sound very like I don't want to say like a cliche answer, but it's I don't think Warriors have the size because if you look at our team, it has almost a resemblance to a 2020 team. Defensively, you got spacing on the floor, and then you got a healthy LeBron and a healthy AD from what we know. So I think this team is capable of. We've already beat the Warriors in the regular season. I think almost every game. I think we only lost once to them. So we've already beat them. We can beat them in the playoffs for sure. For sure.
All right. Zen?
Um, this is a heavyweight bout. I respect the opponent. I'm glad that we're gonna up against them. Um, I I feel good about us winning. I would say in 6 games, but this is a this is a team that has the most experience in the entire league. I'm not taking them for granted. Uh, I'm I'm concerned. I would say that I'm concerned, but I'm not worried.
Yeah, that's a good way to end it. Yeah, it's like I for Memphis I was respectful and respectful being like they are a young upcoming team. They do have John Moran, which is a one-on-one player in terms of what he provides. We're probably gonna face another one-on-one player in Curry. So again, we gotta keep the respect, stay humble. 2-10 start, 0.3% chance. This is not a series or a playoffs that we can say like with the entire confidence we are 100% going to win this. Anything is possible. Now let's see what happens. Appreciate Memphis to tuning our mortars and get us ready for the next one. But yeah, they need to figure out life. We now move forward, round two. So appreciate everybody tuning in. If you like, share, subscribe. Subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and we're trying to grow. So, if you do not agree with our comments, just say it below. And if you hear a dog moving in the background, then that's just my dog, which she really doesn't want to let me not pet her. But anyway, take care. Good night. On to the next one. Peace.
Later.